Hey everyone, today we're checking out this 40-ounce pour-over coffee machine that a company called KaiSmile sent me to review, so let's check out the features of this thing as we make some coffee together. So first off, the machine came well boxed, everything was present, nothing missing, as well as the instruction manual. So the machine itself is made of this sleek looking hard metal, and I can't figure out what type of metal it is, but it's fingerprint resistant and looks very sleek, nice design. The water tank has a 40-ounce capacity, and it's kind of cool. It has on both sides, it has the recommended coffee to water ratio. So whichever line you fill it up, you can just look at that quick reference there to get an idea of how much coffee beans you should put in. And then it has the scooper, which has a 2 and 4 ounce dual coffee scoop, just kind of to make getting those capacities quick and easy. Over here with the coffee filter, it has this little switch that is a drip stopper. So when you're making your coffee, you'll just switch it all the way over and then switch it back to drip stop. And that stops the water from dripping onto the coffee heater. And then of course we have the solid glass beaker, which is a sturdy glass and has that neat little logo from the company there on the front, as well as the rubber mixing tube. And what's nice is these pieces are dishwasher safe, so you can just throw them in the dishwasher for a quick, easy cleanup. So let's go ahead and make some coffee. Now this does come with 3 little filters that they send, and so that's really nice. You can just unbox it and get right to making coffee. So I've got, what is this? About 20 ounces. So it recommends 1.2 ounces of coffee beans. I'm a strong coffee person, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 scoops in there just because that's how I roll. So, all right, pop the top on and we'll just lock it into place. Very simple interface here. Oh, you know what? It would help if I plug this in. All right, yeah, that's gonna help. Now, very simple interface here. It just has the hot or cold option. So I'm just gonna first press it once and then press it again, and you'll hear it start brewing. I'm gonna go ahead and just flip this switch all the way to the right, and now we wait. I'm actually gonna time it, see how long this takes to do this amount of coffee. All right, so the coffee is done. Let's go ahead and try this out. Cup. Now, first thing you want to do is switch this over to the drip stop. See if that stops any drips from falling down onto the heater core. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Now, I ended up using a light roast. I'm a dark roast person, and I only had this left. So for demonstration purposes, it works. I'm excited to try this out, see how it is. That is really good. The temperature of this is perfect. I'm drinking this straight from the brewing, so it's the perfect temperature to drink right away, not too cold and not too hot. Very nice, I'm loving this. And I will say that this heater will turn on and keep your coffee warm for about 40 minutes after it started its heating cycle, so that'll keep it nice and warm. So if you have a party or whatever, it's gonna taste freshly brewed right off of that pot there. Let's go ahead and make some cold brew and see what that tastes like. Making the coffee. All right, cold brew coming right up. And let's make sure we have this drip stopper open, and that's going right at it. All right, so I'm gonna try out this cold brew here. Now, my experience with cold brew is that it's not going to have the same amount of, I guess, strength that a hot brew would have. It's just, in my opinion, not, because that heat is gonna extract a lot more flavor from the beans. But what you could always do is make your hot coffee, wait for it to cool a little bit, and throw some ice on there. But it's good. It would probably be about, as I was expecting, about half the strength of the hot brew coffee. And that's typically what I would expect from a cold brew coffee. So if that's your type of flavor, I'm always on the spectrum of the dark, bold coffee. But if it is, you're more of a cold brew, lighter brew type of coffee person, this is a great option, kind of 2 for 1. So altogether, I think this machine is great. I will even mention that the size of this is very easy and convenient to put on your countertop. So you can push it up against the backsplash and save a lot of counter space, which is very valuable in kitchens. So thanks to KaiSmile for sending this over, and I give it a good recommendation.